Hi, it's Thomas Gronnemark. I'm professional football throwing coach and I'm coaching after my long, fast and clever throwing philosophy. I'm coaching a lot of clubs all around the world, for example, Liverpool FC, Ajax, Ghent from Belgium, RB Leipzig from Germany. In the end of this video, I have a little present for you around my throwing coaching. I started with the passion for throw-ins already when I was a kid. It's me on the left, and yeah, I became a pretty good football player and reached the highest U19 level in Denmark. But I wasn't good enough to be a professional football player, so in the mid 90s I changed to athletics and I became one of the fastest men in Denmark. I was 6 years on the Danish national team. The best result for me and my team was in 2000, where we were European champions in the 4x4 meter relay in Paris for club teams. So we won the gold there. In 2002, I changed sport again, and this time to another team sport, the bobsleigh sport. And I was on the bobsleigh team from 2002 to 2006, traveling all around the world. Here's a picture from St. Moritz in Switzerland. But in 2004, I got the idea, hey, if I can make a good throw in, can't I teach other players to do it? So I went down to my local library in Denmark. But again, there wasn't any books around throw-ins. So I used approximately 6 months to do a throwing course. And yeah, I could have been starting with a youth amateur team in the fall of 2004, but I had the courage to ask a local Superliga team called Viborg. And luckily enough, they said yes, and they scored a lot of goals after throw-in situations. And this year they had the best placement ever in the Danish Superliga. So all in all, it was a great success. In 2010, I also set the official Guinness World Record, the longest throw-in in the world, of 51.33 meters. If you want to see that, you can see that on my YouTube channel. Just search Thomas Gronnemark. But again, throw-ins are huge in football. There are normally between 40 and 60 throw-ins in a match. The average in the Premier League is around 47 throw-ins. 15 to 20 minutes of the playing time is affected by throw-in situations. So it means a lot. And again, most teams have possession in under 50% of the occasions when they have a throw-in under pressure. So it's a really, really big challenge with these throw-ins in football. In 2018, I was hired by Liverpool FC because Jurgen Klopp called me directly. And of course, it's been really a fantastic dream for me to work for Liverpool FC. It's now my fourth season in the club. So it's all in all, it's just fantastic to be a throwing coach in Liverpool FC. Here you can see me on the first training day, and I'll just say that all the players, all the staff has been really positive around my coaching. How much has Liverpool FC improved their throw-ins? Yeah, when I came to Liverpool, the season before I came, Liverpool were only number 18 out of 20 in the Premier League with a possession of 45.4%. So third last. But in my first season, the 18-19 season, we improved to 68.4% and went from number 18 to number 1 in the Premier League. We also scored a lot of goals the last 3 seasons, between 10 and 14 goals after throw-in situations in Liverpool. But again, I want to tell a little bit about my long, fast, and clever throwing philosophy. For me, it's the missing link in football. I think that's the place where you can improve the most, no matter if it's in youth, amateur, or professional football. But first, the long throwing. Here I'm coaching the player's technique with 30 different parameters and also video analysis. And most players I'm improving between 5 and 10 meters and some up to 15 meters. Here is an example of one of my players called Sargon Duran from Austria, who improved from 25 to 40 meters, so around 15 meters. So again, a long throwing can be a really dangerous set-piece weapon. You want to have a world-class thrower, and the longer and the flatter he or she throws, the greater chance of scoring. Of course, also, you don't only use the long throw-in as a set-piece weapon, because the longer throw-in you have, the greater throw-in area you can have too. And for example, in Liverpool and Ajax, we don't use the long throw-in as a set-piece weapon because that's not the club's playing style. But for example, in FC Midtjylland, in the 4-year period where I was there, we scored 35 goals on long throw-ins in 4 seasons. So again, the long throw-in, you can use that as a set piece weapon, but it's also really useful, for every team to create a greater throw-in area. But again, here are some of my results, and here you can see both the start and the end length, and some of the players up to 15 meters. But you can also see the throw-in area, how much it improved here. So no matter if you're really bad to take a throw-in, you're medium or world class already, with my coaching, you can really improve your long throw-in. Then we have the fast throw-in, and the fast throw-in is first of all fast throw-in, fast reactions that gives less marking of players or loss of possession. The faster you also mark the opponents when they have a throw-in, that can also give them more pressure, so you can take the ball from the opponents. And then fast throw-ins can also give counter-attack opportunities. Of course, all these things and elements, I have a lot of drills for them in my training. So I'm learning the players to take a fast throw-in, because some people think, oh, you just have to take it fast every time. No, because one of the worst things you can do is take it fast into a pressure zone. So I'm learning players when to throw fast, but also when to have patience. Then we have the clever throw-in. And the clever throw-in is, again, as I mentioned before, the longer throw-in you have, the greater throw-in area. But I'm also working with precision and also space creation. So I'm giving the players a lot of tools, a lot of movement, a lot of decoy runs. I'm also working with 3 tactical zones: defending zone at your own penalty area, middle zone in the middle, and attacking zone at the opponent's penalty area. So I'm giving the players a lot of tools for that. And then again, it's really important for me to say that I'm not giving the players a playbook like in American football, but I'm giving like basic options. So in theory, they have millions of or thousands of options on the pitch, and the players are learning with my coaching to read the play, see the space creation, so we can either keep possession, create chances, or score goals after throw-ins all around the pitch. How do I do my training in the clubs? Yeah, first of all, I'm often starting with an inspirational visit with 1 or 2 training sessions. And if I'm traveling far to Asia or America, South America, there'll often be 3 or 4 training sessions of 30 to 60 minutes. I'm normally, if I have a full season contract, having 3 to 5 visits to this club per season of 2 to 3 training days normally. And then also my training is a combination of training on the pitch, talks, and analysis. What do I focus on? Yeah, the content and order of my training is first of all the throw-in basics, so throwing length, precision, but also basic space creation, fast reaction, and marking. Then I'm putting on my clever throw-in tools, space creation, tools to unlock the different throw-in challenges, and then the 3 tactical zones. I'm finding specific solutions in each zone for the individual player, for the team, for the club. And I'm always fitting my training into the club's or team's playing style. So my coaching will be different from club to club. The future of my throwing coaching, first of all, I just want to travel around the world and help so many clubs and so many organizations and people as possible. So I've been traveling to, I think until now, 3 continents, but it's my dream to travel all around the world to help as many people as possible, no matter if it's coaches, players, if it's from the youth, from the amateur, or from the professional department. Then I'm also writing a book about throw-ins. I don't know when it'll be published yet, but it will for sure be that in the future, together with some online courses. And then in the end, as I promised you, a little gift, because I have my 4 best basic throw-in drills. You can pick them up on my homepage, thomasgronnemark.com. Already now there are over 4,300 coaches from more than 160 different countries who picked my best basic throw-in drills up. So go to thomasgronnemark.com and get your drills. There's been a lot of fantastic feedback around it. You can use it already from U10, but also up to professional teams like you can see here, Liverpool FC. But that was it. I wish you a lot of good throw-ins in the future and a fantastic day. Bye-bye.